Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to show you basic operations and basic commands in Ubuntu. What are all the basic operations we can perform in Ubuntu? This is like just a crash course for Ubuntu for beginners. So in my previous video I have shown you how to install your Ubuntu system in your Windows like WSL, that is Windows Subsystem for Linux. So I'm going to open this. First of all, open your PowerShell and here in drop down you just click Ubuntu. Just wait for a few more seconds, it will open. Once you open this Ubuntu, just clear everything and see right now I'm on this file system. You can also see where you are. The first command I'm going to show you is pwd. pwd is nothing but it shows the current directory where you are. If you just enter, you can see I'm at home and in Pranut folder. Next thing I'm going to show you the ls command. In this ls command you can see what are all the list of files and folders you will be having. If you press clear, it will clear all the previous commands and chats. So now you can see everything on this screen is cleared. Apart from this, you have multiple things like cd, mkdir and nano, vim, and you have also many commands like cp, mv, cat and touch. You have a lot more basic content, but let us see these few contents here. So now let us say, as I told you, I'm in this directory right now. Let us create a new folder or new directory. Unlike in your Windows, you'll be creating new folder just by right clicking, but here in Unix will be, or in Ubuntu will be maximum time we'll be using commands. So here you can do mkdir and give any file name. I am going to give test. The file is created. If you want to check this, you can just press ls. Here you can see the folder is test. Actually there are many color which represents many things. We'll see further. Now I'm going to get into the test folder. So for this we'll be using the command cd test. Once you enter test, if you press ls, you'll find nothing as you have not created any of the files or folders in it. Again, if you want to create any of the folders, same command mkdir, it will create a folder. So next we have seen cd mkdir. This cd is nothing but change directory from this folder to test. So it has changed directory to test. That means this command entered into this folder. So if you want to come back of this, again you have to press change directory space dot dot slash. This will come out of that test directory. So if you again click cd test and press enter, it has changed its directory to test. So now let us see what is nano and what is vim. So here, if you, or we can go like this, we can choose this touch file. Here touch is nothing but creating a file. Whatever the file we want in Linux system, we are going to create it. For example, if you press touch something like test1.py, so if you press enter, in this folder, in test folder, you will be having this test1.py. How to check it? Yes, that is exactly the ls command. Here you can see the test1.py. If you want to make changes any one of these things into this file, you can just press nano test1.py. Now you can see you have opened with an editor like using nano. Nano is nothing but which is an interpreter like used to open up files. Okay, you can use it as editor also. So here if I simply give anything as it is a Python file, I'm going to print hello world. For saving it, you have to press Ctrl O and press enter, then Ctrl X. So this is main thing, that you have to press Ctrl plus O for saving and press enter, then Ctrl plus X. I'll show this to you again. Nano test.py. You have entered the code. Now you have to press Ctrl plus O. Once it is came, just press enter, then Ctrl plus X. So now you can see this nano test.py file has been written. So next we can see what is Vim. This Vim is also nothing but an editor. You can use Vim test1.py. Now you can see the file has been opened, but here you can't change anything or any changes can't be done. To change these things, as you can see here, it is asking for insert. Just press I. Once you press I, this will be in insert mode. Now you can make whatever the changes you want here. Okay, for saving it, just press escape and colon W and Q. Here colon is nothing but a command prompt to execute these WQ commands, where W is for saving and Q is for exit. If you just press enter, he will be coming out. But you can ask me, what is the difference between Nano and Vim? How can I implement this? Is there are any more other ways? Actually, this Nano and Vim both are the same text editor, which have different functionalities majorly, but as a basic learner you can just use any one of this file to edit your files. So after this we can see this copy command. Copy command, as you know, is nothing but we can copy this one folder file to another folder file. That's it. So for example, now if I press pwd, I can see I'm inside this test folder. So I'll come out of the directory, that is cd. Once I came out, now if I check, I'm in just the main folder. So here I'm going to create one more file, that is test1. If you want to check whether the folder is existing or not, just press ls. So here you can see you have test, which we have previously created, and test1. Okay, now the real task is, and as I told, I need to copy this test1.py file into test1 folder. So for this I'm using a command cp. Initially I'll take this folder test, then backslash and the file name, that is test1.py. Two, actually here copy command uses, one is the source file and another one is the destination. Source to destination it moves, as you know. So here second one is test1. So here what this copy command does is copies test1.py file from test folder to test1 folder. Actually if you practice it will be quite easy, as I have given the name of this file may be little confusing. I'll explain it to you again once it copies done, or else you can use this double mark, just press enter. So let us check whether this test1.py is existing in test1. cd test1. If I see, you can see the file test1.py. cd, and I'll go to test folder and check. Yes, exactly. I think you have understood this. So here again I'll tell you what I did previously. Actually I had two folders, one is test, another one is test1, and I want to copy one file inside this test2, this test1. So I have used the command cp. Now I want to move this test1.py file which is inside the test to test1. I does not want to copy now, I have to move. So for that command I'll use mv space the same thing test. Inside this we have test1.py, and for where we have to move this, we have to move this to test1 completely. Previously we have copied, now we are moving it completely. So let us check cd test1 and ls. You can see the file is inside test1. cd, if I go to test and check, there are no any files inside the test. You can see we are inside this test folder, but we don't find anything inside this test. So this is how you can perform copy and move functions. So next command we are going to see is the cat command. So here cat command works in many ways. I'll show you one by one, which will be very helpful. Now I'm going into test1 folder where we have test1.py. okay, here now I'm going to use cat test1.py. Sorry, you can see this cat command is nothing but concatenation. Concatenation generally means joining. The one more operation you can perform is to print the contents inside the file. How many content, whatever it may have, you can print. Okay, so if I use this, like here you can do exactly two operations with cat and even more. Right now I'm going to show you two operations. One is to append and one is to replace. So for appending, if you just enter cat two arrows test1.py, it will ask you to enter few more commands or whatever the text. I'll enter print hello guys. If you enter Ctrl plus D, it will save the file. So previously we had hello world inside test1.py as we checked here. So you can see now we have hello guys also appended to it. So let us check now, is it is existed correctly or not. test1.py, see, exactly you can see now this. Okay, one more command is to replace, or else removing one content and adding another content. That is cat only one arrow, or you can see greater than symbol test1.py. I'll just enter print hi. If I press Ctrl D, it has saved and existed from the file. Let us check this cat test1.py. Now you can see the content has been replaced. So this is very basic operations we have. So you might have a question like how to run this test1.py. First of all, you have multiple options to run in Unix or Linux or Ubuntu. For easy running, you can use Python test1.py. It will print the output. I'll show you Python. So for making this clear, I'll clear everything. Python test1.py. So here there is an error, like it is okay. So I am using Python 3 dbn. Okay, so I'll use Python 3 test1.py. So this is how you can run Python file inside your Ubuntu. Now you can see the output here. Okay, So that's it guys for today's video. Actually we have now seen the basics of Ubuntu commands, what we can do, like juggling with the files and folders, and also creating a files which can be any format of txt, py, wbp, whatever the format you have, or .html. You can do this in the same way. So this is the little basics of this course. In my future video I'll enhance to make multiple functionalities like chmod functions and bash scripting and automation in Ubuntu. So we'll see in the future video guys. Thanks guys, thanks for watching.